you fight back, they will send the Nigerian military against such group of people. That is what they do. You know, a Fulani man, one of their former governors, a Fulani governor, the past governor of Niger State, Babangida Aliyu, explained that some of the challenges confronting the zoo called Nigeria has been foretold, but the warning were ignored. Hence, the current inflicting point the country has reached. He said that the Fulani Nigerian government must change some of their laws, especially the aspects that deals with dual citizenship, because the Fulani said they are unable to deal with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho because they have dual citizenship. According to the former Fulani governor, he said today everything is collapsing in the zoo. Those who are causing a lot of troubles for the Fulani Janjaweed, like our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Yoruba freedom fighter Sunday Igboho and Omoyele Sowore, have all foreign passports. He said that Kanu has a British passport, Igboho is a German, and Sowore is an American. And there is no way the Fulani can deal with them successfully. He said that the Fulani needs to appreciate what is giving them the confidence to create problems for the Fulanis. It is because they have come to believe that they are no longer purely Nigerians. They can't be, because Nigeria is a fraudulent contraption and there is nothing like Nigeria. According to the former Fulani governor, he said Americans and Europeans value life. Unlike Nigerian government, the Fulani government, they value cattle life. He said Americans and Europeans value life so much that the moment you are their citizen, they will protect you. When Kanu was brought back to Nigeria, the United Kingdom High Commissioner in the country made some noise. But we know that they are conniving. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now. Thank you for tuning in and thank you for supporting our channel. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and we shall continue to bring you the latest news as they come. And together we shall work with our great leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network, to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said, the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, Fulani Ms. Amina Mohammed, involvement in the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the arrest of Sunday Igboho in Benin Republic has now been exposed. The presidency staff who divulges any sensitive information to the Nigerian public, the Fulani Nigerian government have promised to send them to firing squad. That is what they have said. They had to make them to sign oath of secrecy. They asked them to sign oath of secrecy. You know, Amina Mohammed, the Deputy Secretary General of the United Nations, has banned inner city press from covering United Nations briefing for questioning Buhari's regime's attack on Sunday Igboho. The Inner City Press, in a tweet on Tuesday, disclosed that it was served a 3-week ban after its reporter inquired into the human rights violation of Sunday Igboho, amongst others, developing rights issues, including the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya. And that is what has happened. You know, the US-based media also inquired into the Rosewood scandal of 2017 that indicted Ms. Amina Mohammed while serving as Nigerian Minister of Environment. You know, I've said it time without number. The two things that Fulani knows how to do well are looting and violence. That's terrorism. That's the two things they know how to do. No matter how highly placed they are, they must loot, or they must fund terrorism or engage in terrorism. In 2017, the second highest ranking official of the United Nations was at the center of an illegal rosewood trade between Nigeria and China. The Environmental Investigation Agency reported how Ms. Amina Mohammed authorized the export of endangered timber rosewood to enrich her pockets. China, despite an existing ban in her last days as Nigerian Minister for Environment, Ms. Amina Mohammed denied all corruption allegations uncovered by the investigation, and the United Nations did not immediately take any disciplinary measures against her over the scandal because she's being supported by the Fulani in Africa.
State Attorney's Office says
and she's
Rahman
also being
Abbas,
supported
also known
by
as
the Arab
Oshkopi,
nation
paid a
and
deputy
other
commissioner of
Muslim
police in
nations
Nigeria,
in the
Abba
United
Kyari,
Nations
to arrest and jail an estranged co-conspirator
because they
Chibuzo
want to
Vincent.
Fulanize Nigeria at all costs. And that is why they have to keep her there in order to help the Fulani Nigerian government to Fulanize Nigeria and cover up the atrocities at the United Nations.
Breaking
That
news.
is what they have done.
UK government speaks about
My
President
brothers and my
Muhammadu Buhari's
sisters,
trip.
not fewer than 42 staffs working at the State House were placed on oath of secrecy by the Permanent Secretary, State House, Tijani Umar, on Tuesday. Fulani, Tijani Umar. Mr. Umar, who supervised the oath taking, said the move was necessary as the staff involved handling classified information in their respective positions. They don't want the world to see all their Fulanization and Islamization agendas. You know, all the policies they are putting in place. All the documents, how they are looting, how they are funding terrorism. They don't want anybody to expose them to the world, to the outside world. And this has never happened in the history of the zoo called Nigeria. It has never happened. They have turned the presidency, the State House, into a secret society. And now they said anyone who breach classified information and documents is a maker to the delivery of service. The Permanent Secretary said as Justice Hamza Muazu of Federal High Court administered the oath on the staff. Imagine a judge, a justice, administering the oaths of secret society at the State House. You see what the Fulani Janjaweed have turned the zoo called Nigeria into? They have turned that country upside down. And that is why Biafrans are asking for referendum. Biafrans cannot coexist with Fulani Janjaweed. The way they think, the way they do their things. They will always pull everybody down. Mr. Omar warned that divulging classified and unauthorized information was a breach of the law and could attract consequences, which include sending them to firing squad.
Oh.
Firing squad. You know, that is what the Fulani Janjaweed have turned Nigeria into. You know, in regards to Sunday Igboho, there are strong indications emerging last night that the federal government, that is the Fulani Nigerian government, may be exploring a plan B over the resumed trial of Sunday Igboho, following unconfirmed reports on whether the Benin Republic authorities may be willing to allow Sunday Igboho to be extradited to Nigeria to face allegation, you know, all the allegations that the federal government of Nigeria has placed on him through the Department of State Security, DSS. Igboho charges borders on arms smuggling, inciting violence, and calling for a cessation of Yorubas from the Nigerian state, a development which Igboho and his lawyers have since denied all allegations leveled against him. You know, this development, however, emerged on a day it was gathered that the journalists and supporters of Igboho were allegedly barred from witnessing his hearing. They never allowed it. They never allowed them to witness his hearing. The Fulani Nigerian government is currently looking at the situation, and they are looking at making Benin Republic to reason with them. Benin Republic enjoys a lot of economic benefit from Nigeria and would not want to sabotage it. They would not. They would not want to sabotage it. You know, my brothers and my sisters, it is no longer news that Nigeria banned the importation of rice and some other goods coming into the country from Benin Republic, which of course has dealt a serious blow on the economy of this small West African nation. But with Sunday Igboho's arrest, and knowing how far Buhari could go to lay his hands on Sunday Igboho, the Benin Republic government may want to go on a roundtable negotiation with the Nigerian government to trade Sunday Igboho for full Benin Republic and Nigeria border reopening. But in the event that they think otherwise, the option economically are there to explore. They are there to explore. Nobody will want to truncate such golden opportunity. It was gathered that while many waited patiently, many detainees were brought to the court in Benin Republic for hearing in minibuses, but none of those buses had Igboho in them. But a source within the court said that Igboho has been brought to the court earlier than anyone else to avoid the possibility of any drama or clash. You know, that is what they have done. Our leader's lawyer, led by Barrister Ejiofor, said they would challenge the October 21st adjournment date to ensure that the Federal High Court Abuja can hear Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kangaroo trial earlier than October 21st. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video, and bye-bye for now. for tuning in, and thank you all for supporting our channel. But if you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so that we can bring you the latest news as they come. And together, we will support our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. He said, the Serikin Fulani of Imo State and the former governor of Central Bank, Professor Charles Soludo, have now been exposed and unmasked as one of those that funded the illegal and criminal kidnap of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, by the Fulani Janjaweed Nigerian government, and they repatriated him from Kenya with the active connivance of Uhuru Kenyatta, the Kenyan president. You know, what Soludo and Serikin Fulani Hope Uzodinma did was that they used the name of the governor of Anambra State, Willie Obiano. They used the name. You know, Serikin Fulani of Imo State has been a long time 419. So he knows how to do all those things. That was how Willie Obiano had to shout and cry out. You know, he cried out. An investigation was made, and it was now revealed by IPOB that Willie Obiano was no longer among the traitors that facilitated the abduction and extradition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, that is what has happened. But thank God that IPOB have uncovered more of the Biafran traitors that were involved in the illegal kidnap and extradition of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Through the in-depth investigation and intelligence gathering, the IPOB uncovered more Biafran traitors involved in the betrayal of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and his subsequent abduction and extradition from Kenya to Nigeria. These saboteurs colluded with the Fulani terrorist Nigerian government to perpetrate the heinous crime. Just as IPOB have promised, after they released the first list of those traitors that were conducting further investigation to unravel other collaborators. Due to their investigation, they were able to reveal the involvement of the following individuals: Senator Chris Ngige, the Supreme Court Administrator of Imo State, Senator Hope Uzodinma, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, and other businessmen in Anambra and Imo State who contributed immensely for this evil job. Most especially Emeka Offor. IPOB have promised that they all will be handled. There is no hiding place for all these efulefus and saboteurs. You know, Chris Ngige had to cry out that he's not involved. But IPOB said that they are still investigating the level of Chris Ngige's involvement in this abominable act and how in-depth investigations have proved him culpable in the act, because all their informations were tracked. They were tracked. All their bank transactions, they thought they could hide it. They were tracked. They were tracked. Other people involved will soon be published to the public, according to IPOB Intelligence Unit, who are still working with the Interpol and other organizations to unravel Biafran saboteurs. You know, IPOB said they wish to absolve Governor Willie Obiano from any involvement in the act, contrary to their earlier statement. Based on preliminary investigation, Governor Willie Obiano of Anambra State was found to be innocent after IPOB intelligence unit conducted further investigations on him. IPOB regret any harm their earlier statement might have caused Willie Obiano. My brothers and my sisters, IPOB does not act based on rumor or mere propaganda. They don't. And IPOB are responsible enough to admit their error anytime, any day. So they apologize to Governor Willie Obiano and Victor Ume, the national chairman of ABGA, who was not among the collaborators. You know, Victor Ume is innocent, and there is no accusation against him. Those that are involved in this shameful and evil plot with their Fulani slave masters are Emeka Ofo, Governor Yemson Wike, Grace Ngige, Imo State Administrator Hope Uzodinma, and Professor Chukwuma Soludo. They decided to trap our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because of their political and commercial interests, which they consider above the overall good and emancipation of Biafrans. That is it. You know, the UK Minister for Commonwealth, Lord Tariq Ahmed, has demanded that President Buhari's regime explain to the British government how it repatriated Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, because he's a British citizen who traveled with a British passport. The request followed a debate by the UK Parliament on July 7, during which the British lawmakers discussed the UK's involvement, UK's government assessment of Kenya's role in Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap. In response to the Parliament's debate, Lord Ahmed said the UK government is seeking clarification from the Fulani Janjaweed Nigerian government about the circumstances of the arrest, illegal kidnap, and detention of our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Biafran leaders funded the illegal kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya, but the Yoruba leaders are resisting the repatriation of Sunday Igboho from Benin Republic. My brothers and my sisters, you can now see that the Biafran leaders are not responsible. And IPOB wants to make it clear to them that Biafra will hold them responsible for whatever happens to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they should stop giving false statements, trying to clear themselves. They have been exposed, and their bank transactions sold them out. It sold them out. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching this video. Thank you for supporting our channel, and bye-bye for now. Welcome back to our channel, And thank you all for tuning in and thank you all for supporting us. But if you're new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so. And together we shall work with our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB, and Eastern Security Network to make our Biafran dream a reality. The United Nations and the International Criminal Court of Justice, ICC, are in support and they agree with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyers that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried for treason because the self-determination struggle is a democratic agitation. However, a court is still required to make the necessary order or pronouncement for his release. They also said that Nigerian government broke international protocol and illegally abducted Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It was the Nigerian government that should be on trial other than Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You know, a case was cited in 1984 when the then General Muhammadu Buhari tried to kidnap Umaru Dikko, a Fulani fugitive, who exposed the Fulani Janjaweed plan against the Southerners. So they wanted to teach him a lesson. So they planned to kidnap him in London. You know, and that resulted in some Nigerians who the Nigerian government used, and they paid dearly through jail sentences. And there was diplomatic breakdown between Nigeria and Britain. According to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer, Aloy Ejimako, he said that while it is commendable that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has attracted such an avalanche of support across the spectrum, it is important to make it clear from the onset that there won't be any trial to monitor. That is what he's telling the Ohaneze Ndigbo, led by Professor George Obiozo, who are working for the Fulani Janjaweed. And the United Nations and ICC said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu cannot be tried based on this extraordinary redemption that brought him criminally to Nigeria. My brothers and my sisters, you can see that the Fulani Janjaweed are in trouble. After Muhammadu Buhari had paid the judge of the Federal High Court Abuja, Justice Binta Yanko, 500 million naira, they paid her to see what she can do in order to nail our leader. But she's also crying out because there is nothing to nail. Everyone is watching them. They don't know what to do. And that is why they are running helter-skelter, looking for help, begging Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for dialogue. But that would not work. They want to use his health condition, that they will not allow him to see the doctor except he signs on the paper that he will denounce Biafra. But our leader have told them to go to hell. He told them to go to hell. You know, Chukwu Okike Abiama in the Bible visited Joseph in prison. He visited Daniel in the lion's den. He visited Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in the burning furnace. He visited Peter in the prison. And Elohim freed them all. All these great men of God have one thing in common, which is that God chose them. They did not choose themselves. And God made them leader. They did not make themselves a leader. Just like our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, whom Chukwu Okike Abiama have chosen to liberate Biafra. The Fulani Nigerian government are just wasting their time. And their grave mistake of criminally kidnapping Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is that catalyst that will deliver Biafran referendum and restoration. You know, a lot of groups have written to the International Criminal Court, and now the International Criminal Court, ICC, have acknowledged petitions against Buhari and his gang of Fulani terrorists. And they said he will be arrested anytime soon. ICC, International Criminal Court, has also confirmed that Abubakar Malami, the terrorist Nigerian Minister of Justice, General Tukur Burantai, the former Chief of Army Staff, who was also a killer, and the former IGPs of police, Ibrahim Idris and Mohammed Adamu, will all be arrested for crime against humanity, ethnic cleansing, and violation of human rights in Nigeria and Biafra land. You know, now the United Nations and the world leader have now confirmed Buhari as the butcher of Aso Rock, and he is wanted by the International Criminal Court for terrorism, for all the evils perpetrated by the terrorist Boko Haram, ISWAP, Fulani killer herdsmen and bandits who have killed over 1,000 Nigerians just in the month of June alone. You know, Buhari approved and applauded all these evil acts by the terrorists because they are the ones supporting them. No wonder they paid Justice Binta Yanko 500 million naira to see and look for ways to indict our leader for treason. But in the first place, there will be no trial. There will be no trial. There will be no trial because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any offense. He never committed any offense. There will be no trial. There will be no trial. So Ohanaeze Ndigbo should just keep their monitoring team, their legal monitoring team. Biafrans don't need those. They don't need them. They don't need monitoring team. They don't need it because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting a just cause. So what Ohanaeze should have done is that they should tell the Fulani Nigerian government to stop the trial because there's nothing to try.
Business, don't skip this
There
video.
is nothing to try. My brothers and my sisters, you can say that God is fighting for us. God is fighting for us because that freedom will come. It will come and the Fulani Janjaweed will be put to shame. You know, monarchs, kings of Biafra land have cautioned the Nigerian government not to allow anything to happen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu while in custody.
Just as
The monarchs who stormed Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's Afaruku country home to solidarize with the family said his kidnap and detention
was found
will
to be
not
innocent.
bring any solution to the rising agitation for self-determination, but rather worsen the agitation. In a statement jointly signed by the national chairman of the body, Honorable His Royal Highness Eze Godwin Ejike, National Secretary, His Royal Highness Eze Onyeka Mado, and His Anambra State Chapter Chairman, His Royal Highness Eze Levi Okonkwo, the monarchs, cautioned against mishandling of Kano's matter. They insist that dialogue, not prosecution, will solve the growing agitation for self-determination in the part of the country. And they advise the Fulani Nigerian government to look into questions raised by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and find ways of resolving it instead of clamping down on him. According to them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's detention will rather fuel agitation for self-determination, hence the need for government to look for a political solution. Thank you, my brothers and my sisters, for watching, and bye-bye for now. Welcome back to our channel, and thank you all for tuning in and thank you all for supporting us. But if you are new to this channel and you haven't subscribed yet, please encourage us by doing so, and together we shall work with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, IPOB and Eastern Security Network.
Adeze, please, it's only 2 meat, so if you are eating that thing, 2 meat.
The Fulani Nigerian government try to force Biafrans, especially the Igbos, to denounce their support for Biafran freedom and IPOB. But the Igbo traders refuse, and the Fulani Nigerian government sends terrorists in military uniforms to attack Igbo traders at the popular Ladipo Market, Lagos, southwest Nigeria. The very crowded Ladipo Market, where Igbo traders sell spare parts, were attacked by French-speaking Fulani Nigerian security operatives, and more than 20 people lost their lives. The Fulani Janjaweed thought that the kidnap and detention of our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will stop Biafrans for asking for referendum, but to their amazement and surprise, it did not. It did not. The Fulani Nigerian government is also afraid that Igbo traders are the ones supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and it will make it difficult for them to get any meaningful dialogue with our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The Fulani Nigerian government tried to replace the market union leaders with Efulefus, Fulani slaves, but that also did not work. They are now reaching out and bribing Igbos to support the Fulani Nigerian government, but they are not happy with the result and the progress the Fulani are getting, because majority of the Igbo traders are solidly behind Biafra freedom. They are solidly behind our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They are solidly behind IPOB. That is why the Fulani Nigerian government had to resort to their wicked tactics, because they got away with the EndSARS, where they killed peaceful protesters and other killings. They now believe that that will work also for them, because they have threatened the compromised Nigerian news media. They have gagged them. You know, the release of the Emir of Kajaru, Fulani terrorist Kaduna State Governor Nasiru El-Rufai's uncle, he was weeping and he lamented that those Fulani terrorists are not humans. He said so. He said he lamented that the Minister of Communication, terrorist Issa Petami, deceived the whole Fulanis about the terrorist foreign Fulanis. He deceived them. They thought they could use them without affecting the Fulanis in Nigeria.
I didn't control you. I only told you take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes. The whole meat I cook now, who's finding?
Adamu, after regaining freedom from his adopted
I don't care.
terrorist foreign Fulani bandits, wept and lamented that the Fulanization agenda using the foreign terrorist Fulanis will consume the whole of Fulanis in Nigeria, even if they succeed in overrunning the whole of Nigeria. He said because those terrorists are not humans. They are not humans. His freedom was facilitated by Sheikh Gumi, the Minister of Banditry, and terrorist Minister of Communication, Issa Petami. But his families, including Governor El-Rufai's brother, were not released because the bandits are angry that the Fulani Nigerian government are not doing enough. They are too slow in helping them to overrun the southern Nigeria and Biafra land. You know, and they are not happy that the Fulani Nigerian government have not been able to counter the southern governors' plan of stopping the Fulani jihad in the southwest Nigeria and Biafra land. The Fulani Nigerian government are helping the Fulani terrorist bandits to thwart the federal government security regulation in the telecom sectors. That's what they are doing. My brothers and my sisters, that is what they are doing. According to Hausa residents of Katsina, Zamfara, and Kaduna State, who recounted their experience in the kidnappers' den, they said that they made the Fulani bandits' telephone numbers available to the Nigerian security agencies and agents. They, however, lamented that nothing was done to apprehend the Fulani terrorist bandits, thus making a mess of the Fulani Nigerian government directives on registration of phones, subscriber, and the linkage to SIM, linkage of SIM with the National Identification Number, NIN. You see, now the Hausas have seen the truth. Now they have seen the reason why the Fulani terrorist communication minister, Issa Petami, is insisting on NIN registration. In Zamfara State, a kidnapped victim, a Hausa farmer, Malam Yeshao Jangeme, said security agents in his village, Jangeme, did nothing to trace the telephone calls of the terrorist Fulani bandits who kidnapped him. He stated that the security agent posted to their village knew what was happening, but they did not make any attempt to use the phone numbers sent by the Fulani terrorist bandits who kidnapped him and his family. Another person, a Hausa farmer, Alhaji Sani